hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I'm taking a little break from packing, all that fun stuff. Look at that. Just so many boxes. Taking a little break. My parents went to Costco and picked up some fruit. This looks like an apple, eats like an apple, feels and tastes like a pear. And my mind is confused. An apple pear? Is that a thing? Like, what other fruits are we making hybrids of now? Because if we can mix like a strawberry and banana, that's some like top tier stuff right there. But so far packing has been going really well. I got a ton of stuff done. Basically have 1 week until I sign on the dotted line and we're all good to go. They're having an issue with the condo docs, which is basically a document that governs a condo unit. And the issue that they're having is that it seems like nobody really kept them or well documented. But yeah, once we have that figured out, it should be smooth sailing. We also went and got carpeting picked out yesterday, me and my mom. My mom has been great helping me with like the interior decorating part of the whole thing. So I've been taking her with me, doing some shopping for that kind of stuff. Well, hope you guys are doing fantastic and having a good day. I am, for the most part, having a good day. It feels like every time we turn a corner with the condo, something pops up that outdoes the thing before it. We got held up because nobody can find documents for the condo. Like when you have a condo, there's a set of condo docs, and they basically outline everything about the condo. Like they're basically the governing paper of the condo unit. And the original paperwork that we found said that the insurance is on the HOA. Like if something were to happen to the outside of the building, like if say, I don't know, a car went through the side of the house or a meteor hit it, I don't know, the HOA would cover it. The issue is that the HOA, from what we understood, was dissolved in the late 90s. So my insurance company, if they had to ever replace something, like say, hey, we need to rebuild this whole section of the wall because a car went through it or whatever, they would look at that and say, oh, it's covered by the HOA. Well, there is no HOA. So I would be on the ball for 100% of that bill. No insurance whatsoever, even though I have home insurance. But because the old docs were never corrected or made legally correct, I would be on the ball for 100% of that bill, which really sucks. And basically lenders over time have just breezed through this and let it slide. And we found out today, like, okay, we came up with a fix for it. Everything's going to be righted from this point forward. It's going to be made that the HOA was dissolved, and we're going to have a proper set of condo docs, which is awesome. I also found out today that we need to get the neighbor's signature on them, and she happens to be out of the state. Mind you, the closing is next week, Wednesday, I think, yeah. So we need to get in contact with her immediately. She has to have them notarized while she's down there. She has to overnight it immediately. I have to meet up somewhere and sign this paperwork. And hopefully that'll go through with the loan. I don't know. We'll see. It's funny though, because some of the paperwork we found actually stated that the HOA involuntarily dissolved in 93. Which means not even the late 90s, but people were owning this home throughout all the 90s. 93 and on, thinking their insurance would cover stuff when it actually wouldn't. It wouldn't cover anything. And no one's had to take a claim out on the home. So it's fun and interesting. The first condo I bought went very smoothly. This one, not so much. Just basically because no one kept the condo docs or thought to question them. And now that they're being made legitimately, it's taking up a lot of time. In the meantime, I'm packing up a lot of stuff. Right now I'm working on some Legos. Trying to get a bunch of stuff packed up. I got some boxes in here, some Legos, but I got some free space and I don't have any more Legos, so I'm just taking some of the spare pieces that I have all bagged up. and putting them in here. It's also giving me a chance to look at what we actually have and what we need. Like when we do a lot of our mills plating, we're going to need these plates as well as like 4x4s. If you want to go even bigger than that, get the I could do like the 32 by 16s. I could do those. I could do the 16 by 16s. Any plate really to cover up a decent amount of space on a base plate. So I'm gonna need a bunch of these. This might give me 2 to 3 at the most, but that's not it. So I'm gonna have to get a ton more of these. Hopefully when I go down to the Lego store next. Also, these gold leaves are pretty. I got a bunch from my last trip to the Lego store in Mayfair, and that was cool. Got a bunch of trees, lavender. I need a bunch more of those, not lavender, but green and the orange and reds and stuff for the forest. But then, it's a little bright because of the white in here. We actually got a decent amount of stuff. Got a bunch of fences. Got some light posts right here. We got a decent amount of those. A bunch more foliage. We got a lot of plates. It's a lot of interesting stuff, and I can't wait to dig into this, as well as another bag that I have full of Lego pieces like this to start the inventory. So we're gonna start off with a decent amount in the inventory, and I'm pretty excited about that. Alright, so sorry about the little time skip right now. I kind of got really sidetracked with packing, and just I got everything packed. That's a good thing, but I just didn't vlog the rest of the day. We heard some really good news today, which I'm really excited about. As of tomorrow, my lender will have the paperwork notarized and signed from my neighbor, so then all I have to do is go up and sign it at their office, and we are good to go. It's actually been a few days now since some of the packing this past weekend, so the signing is actually on Wednesday, and I'll be signing the papers tomorrow, which would be Tuesday. So we are literally down to the wire on this, and I'm both nervous and excited. But yeah, as of tomorrow morning, I will sign the papers and everything will go through, and Wednesday I'll be signing for the house. But I also have to get in contact with Spectrum and then the energy company too, to make sure I'm actually going to have power. So I got to get on top of that as well. But I hope you guys are doing fantastic and staying warm or cold. I'm not really sure which one to say right now, because tomorrow we're supposed to get like up to 70, which is insane to think of in the end of February, beginning of March. And then the following day we're supposed to get snow in the morning, and it's supposed to dip down to like 25. I mean, my senses are just gonna go crazy tomorrow. But I hope you guys are doing well, no matter what weather you guys are getting, and enjoying it. I will be very happy when this whole condo buying situation is finished. It's been kind of frustrating, because it is, like I said before, every time we finish one thing, we get another little curveball around the corner that outdoes the thing before it. And now they're not as bad as not having the condo docs before. That was like the grand poobah of garbage, trash, right? We're at the point where I signed the condo docs, she signed them, she mailed them down here, I went up there, I signed them, we're all good to go. Then they said, okay, well, we are going to have to push the signing date back one day, because we just don't, we want all the paperwork to go through, get all sorted, everything with the loan, closing statements, everything, we want all that done without any hiccups. I'm like, that's fine. So we pushed it back one day. And then I find out, I get an email at like 4, I don't know, I think it was like 4:45, 4:50, that from the title company, that I need to call this number and verify these numbers with them, because they are not letting me, up to a certain amount, they're not letting me use a cashier's check, because they're a little more old school. Anything bigger than a certain amount, they want it wired. And it's like, okay. So she sent me the email, I went over it, gave her a call, verified that the information was correct, because they need you to call and verify that everything's correct in that email. So I did that, and then when I told her what bank I go through, or where I'm going to go in the morning, she's like, okay, well, just a heads up, we have heard from some people recently that they kind of require you to have an appointment. So I would call them right away, and I look at the clock, and I'm like, it is literally 2 minutes to 5 o'clock, and they close at 5. Trying to get through their automated system was a joke for the bank. I gotta admit, I love my bank to death, but their automated system makes it damn near impossible to talk to a human being. So they need to work on that. I tried doing it, couldn't get through to it, and next thing I know, it's 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I had no time to get this prepared, so I'm hoping that I don't have to have an appointment tomorrow morning. I can just go in there, tell them what's up, be like, hey, I need this money transferred over or wired over. I'm kind of in a pickle because I didn't find out about this until right before you guys closed yesterday, so I couldn't call and make an appointment. I'm hoping if I can explain the whole situation, it'll be fine. So that's going to be tomorrow morning. If that goes through and the money is wired, we should be done. We should be 100% done at that point. And then we just have the closing at 4, and I get the keys. Right here. Right here. I get the keys and it's mine. I do have to be honest though, like if the condo docs were kept properly from anyone questioning them over the past 30 years, none of this would have happened this way. Like, it would have been very smooth. Okay, everything's there, all the documents are there, everything went through with the loan, you're good to go. Cool. But it's because of the condo docs not being or the HOA dissolving, not being documented in a way that is proper, that we're in this mess to begin with. So tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock I gotta go to the bank and take care of this. So hopefully everything will be done. After it's done, I'm going to sit at the kitchen table or my desk in the new Lego room, and I am going to unpack all my Legos. I am going to build so much. And I can't wait to show you guys the old Legos that I have in a big green tote, because there's a lot of books in there for old sets that I don't even know if I have all the pieces for. I'm gonna have to track down just stuff, and I want to try and rebuild all of those old ones and get them up on the display cases, because I think that would be really cool. I really like that. So we also have the Death Star 2 that we have to put together, which I'm very much looking forward to, and I have no idea where I'm going to put that, because unless I have some bigger like shelving, I don't think I can put that on the shelving that I'm going to have. I might be able to. It is wider, so I may actually be able to put it up there. So it's the next day now, and I'm happy to say we got the house. It's all signed, good to go. Went to the bank this morning, took care of the wiring, and it went okay. I was a little nervous at first because the way their paperwork is set up, it's kind of outdated, old school, and definitely needs a little touch up. So made sure all the information was correct on their end. They got it transferred over. I got a message back a few hours later saying that the money was transferred over. They got it. And then as I was getting in my car to leave for the meeting to do the closing, I got another email from the lender saying, hey, we forgot to put the charge in there to properly file the new condo docs or HOA amendment. So if you could bring $40 with you. I'm like, are you kidding me? Just literally until the very last thing, until right before the signing. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I can't even get frustrated anymore. It's to the point where I'm just laughing. But my realtor and my lender were fantastic. Did I say my lender before? No, I meant my title company. The title company sent me the email. My lender and my realtor are phenomenal. Absolutely love working with them, and I plan on working with them for the future. So to go along with this whole home buying thing and starting a new chapter with the house, my mom and dad wanted to get me a housewarming gift. So they got me the family tree collection from the Icons sets in Lego. Really excited to put this one together. I think it's really cool. I don't know if I have any photos to put on it right away. I think I'm going to have to get them specially made, because from the looks of it, here, I'll show you real quick. And it comes with a bunch of these brackets that you can put actual photos in. But if it's only 11 inches high and 7 inches wide, it makes you wonder how big or small the pictures have to be to actually fit in it properly. That's not a whole lot of pictures, I wouldn't think, or otherwise it would just hide all of the branches and the color, and you don't want to do that. So definitely going to put this one somewhere around the house. I don't think it's going to go in the Lego room per se. It might actually go on like the dining room table or a shelf out in the living room, but we'll see. Yep, we got a brand new Lego set to work on, just to add to the collection. I really like this one though, it's really cool. But that's going to wrap up everything. That's going to wrap up this video. It's going to wrap up the home buying process, all the good stuff. Tomorrow, me and my mom are already starting to go over there. My voice is getting rasped from talking all day. But me and my mom are going over there tomorrow. My dad's kind of held up right now because he had shoulder surgery, or shoulder replacement surgery. So he's kind of bedridden for a while, and me and my mom are going to tackle some things until he's all better, and then he can jump in. But I will do a little videoing while I'm over there tomorrow to give you guys a little look at what the place looks like and the plans I have. And that'll have to be in the next video, which might actually be coming out shortly, especially if I have a lot of video footage to go over at the house. So I will see you guys then. Until then, take care and peace out.